EP is coming out in October, and it's a prelude to the LP Songs of Betrayal. It's not as precise as the album will be, but nonetheless it still deals with the topic of the word betrayal. There are a couple of songs that were written, one for the Feel album and one for the World Inside record, that didn't quite get on. And when I went back digging for some songs to, maybe rework, I came up with White River and Breed, and found that the topics that I was dealing with in those songs fit very much with the theme of the word betrayal and the Songs of Betrayal album. And since it's been so long since we did anything new, I felt like it might be about time to get something out, and we had a couple of pieces finished.
Hey, Mark? Yeah, actually, it was fun to bring back a couple songs that were done that didn't make it on the other records. That were songs that we used to do quite a few years ago, and actually seeing where they were then and seeing what we did to them now really gave me a real nice insight of where we've grown as artists, and it was nice to actually see that comparison, because we actually had something to compare it to, compared to all the new stuff. And I think that that has been probably one of the most enjoyable things about the EP is that, and it's good that we're getting something out now. Kind of, it's good for the momentum right now. We're due to have something out now, and that's important to keep the momentum going. But then we'll be able to follow up quickly thereafter with a full-length record. And so we're going to have a lot of good material to give the audience, very shortly. So it's a good feeling knowing that that's coming out. So.
That's a good point about that Mark makes about these songs that we had written a few years ago. We did learn a lot about how we had grown by coming back to this material and finding that we thought a little bit further about parts other than just laying down things that first came out on the guitar, the bass, or the drums. We've over the years really learned a lot about song structure and about dynamics, and I think we really put it to use, and it did open our eyes a little bit. Sometimes you can't spot your own growth. You have the records to listen to, but you don't really spot it as well as people probably think you do. Things just kind of fall out of you, just kind of come out. And it has grown on its own, but we got a chance to kind of dissect all the work that we do when it came to reworking older songs. They're not really old, but a couple of years, couple of year old songs. And it was kind of hard going back and wondering if we were going to stay true to what the song was about, or if we're just going to change it in a way that we thought we should change it. I thought it might be appropriate to change, but I think we really dug into the song and got the most out of it, whereas a few years ago you wouldn't have heard the same poem.
But in actuality, it's actually amazing how close they really still are. We did not really change them. It wasn't like it was a heavy overhaul done to them. It actually still has, I think, the original intention that we wanted to get out of them, back then.
Yeah.
But we were able to get it across the way it had to get across, the way it should go across. And that, I think, just came from the experience as we grow up.